Hey, welcome, guys. In this lesson right here, we're going to talk morely about how to cut your losers short, or simply how to identify when your trade is going to be a loser so you can stop it from hitting your stop loss before that even happens, right? You can also understand how to simply re-enter the same exact pair to make even more money. Like re-entry is a very important part of being a successful Forex trader. I know many times you might bend into a buy or for a sell, and you could be correct on that trade, but just a little bit or some few things happen and you lose it, right? That's okay. Understanding losses in the market is something that simply happens from time to time. All you can really do is minimize losses by simply understanding when enough is enough and knowing how to cut your trade short if it's not going to make you decent profit. So a little bit right here, let's touch a little bit about that, right? In this case right here, we have past level of resistance, past level of resistance, past level of resistance. And you're seeing this time and time again. Now over here, right, it's also kind of quickly replay this. You get an even better idea of what I'm talking about, okay? So when price action was first like this at this past level of resistance, how are you thinking about it, right? You're saying to yourself, it can come to this level, which it is, and it can fall back down. That's one way. Or it can break this level, go up, and pull back, and that's going to be our buy the other way. You always have that buy and you always have that sell. But in some instances, right, in some cases, you could be correct and you might still get that trade wrong. So you can't beat yourself up over that. You got to simply know how to re-enter the market. And most of the time, you can do so on the same exact pair. You do not have to change your pair to find another entry. You just have to learn how to re-enter, okay? And know the rules and guidelines for doing so. So if seeing this right here, you're just saying to yourself, if price action breaks out of that past level, pulls back to the same level, look for price action, I'm going for my buy, right? Or if it rejects this same past level, I'm going to go for my sell. So what's the next step? You're simply just waiting and watching to see what's going to happen next. And this right here, all you're doing is sitting and watching to see what's going to happen next. If it breaks above this level, you know next step is going to be a pullback, bullish confirmation, you go for your buy. But let's talk about, like I said, let's say you went for the buy and the buy was wrong. That's okay, right? It's okay to lose a trade if you know how to get back in for all the right reasons. So in this case right here, as time is going on, we see this bar right here. I'll consider that to be my breakout bar, right? It came right back to this past level over here. Once I see that breakout, that's the first step. I now need to see a pullback to the same exact level. That's the second step, right? So I got to be patient and wait for that. So I got to wait, right? You got to wait and be patient for that. Breakout, next step, pullback, you go for your entry after identifying the bullish confirmation. So now we have that first step. We're now waiting for the next step, which would be the pullback, right? And this bar right here would be the pullback, the first touch to that same exact previous level here, right? The same exact touch here, the same touch here, the same thing here, the same exact thing here, right? That's the previous touch, right? So now that we have that pullback, what's the third step? We need to identify price action patterns in this level to confirm we're going to go for a buy, right? Breakout first step, pull back next step, and you're saying to yourself, okay, I can probably look for a buy, and as you should, right? So let's say you go for your trade, right? You're looking to go long, you're looking for that buy to make all your money to the top side, as you should, right? And when time is still going on, you see that it's still staying above that level. So far, you're looking perfectly fine. Now, this right here is where it gets a little bit tricky at, so pay attention, right? If you're into this buy right here, because you saw a breakout and you saw a pullback, that's okay, right? You're looking for a buy as you should. But let's time go on and we see price action break back below this level. If I saw this bar break back below this level while I was in this trade, I will go ahead and close out, right? Because it's no longer staying above that level. And look at this right here. When price action breaks below that level, like I said, that's a key indicator that I should probably get out of this trade before it comes to my stop loss. If you can identify that, you're able to save money, right? And be even in a better position to reapproach the market to make an even better trade the next time. That's one of the best things about cutting your losers short, to avoid losing more money than you should. And you're now in a better position to keep on trading the market. You didn't take a big loss, so it's not bringing you down, right? You can still stay in and fight for another day or for another trade. But this bar right here, once I see that bar break below that level at 9 a.m. in the morning on Friday, January 20th, I would have saw this, okay, I probably should close out and reevaluate, right? If it's breaking back below my level, it's going to pull back, right? And then boom, I make my money to the downside. The same way when I was going for the buy, I'm now just going about it in a simple direction, in the other direction, right? So this right here is still the same thing as my buy formation. I'm just now going for a sell, still at the same exact price, because we know everything on this level is the same exact price. Everything on this level is the same exact price. And that's how we always know what our entry could be, right? We always can identify that level where price action could react to it, right? So this level here, now that we have that breakout, we're going to see, will it break down a little bit more? Once we have the breakout, what's the next step? The pullback, right? After we had the pullback, what's the third step? The confirmation, right? The evening star, the bearish engulfing, things like that to confirm we now want to re-enter this trade as a sell. We was in it for a buy. It came down right here. We said to ourselves, it's Friday morning, right? It's 9 a.m. Price action has broken back below this level. We should go ahead and just close out to find another better entry. So we do so, right? And now we're just waiting for the break below now and then the pullback, right? So as time is going on, we see the break, right? We see the break, and now we're looking for that pullback, which we have right here. Now it's the same thing. Price action broke below, it then pulls back, but in this case, we have the evening star. Look at that. That's the pattern we're looking for to confirm. The same way how you saw on the buy, we had the breakout and then a pullback, but we had no confirmation, right? We had no reason it was going to keep on going up. But in the opposite way for the sell, right? We had the break below, the pullback, and now we have the evening star. So in this case, we can now look to go short or to go for that sell to make our money to the downside. This is how we re-enter the market, right? We're looking to go short just like that and make all our money to the downside and have our stop loss above the level. So here is entry. Here is stop loss, and then we can have TP1 or TP2 to the downside, however you want to do it. But that's the very simple thing how to go about it. We are not going to go for a buy or a sell. More than likely, you can find a re-entry. It's okay to re-enter the market. So in this case right here, we didn't go for a buy because we saw no price action pattern. We then saw price action proceed to break back below the previous level, right? It breaks back below the previous level. So we always understand once we have a breakout, once we have a pullback, we're looking for confirmation, right? Evening star or morning star, whatever it may be, depending on if it's a level of support or resistance. In this case, it was breaking below, pullback resistance. So we saw a bearish confirmation, that being the evening star. And when time is simply going on, we see how exactly we was right, and it melts all the way to the downside, and you make a lot of profit, right? Comes all the way down here for over 125 pips. So you get the idea. If you would have went for the buy here and it pulled back on you for 45 pips, you could have got right back into the trade and made 125 right back. So this right here is how I'm able to re-enter the market even after my analysis might be wrong, or even after I lose a small trade. I can still find another great entry on the same exact pair. So I really hope this right here helped everybody out. And I see you next time, guys, right? Enjoy this video, and I see you next time. Have a good morning.